Hey people! It's Christmas in the air. Oh, I can't wait. It's Christmas in the air. Oh, I can't wait. It's Christmas in the air. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I just can't wait. I'm super excited about this season because everyone's shining. I'm super excited. It's one of my best days in the year, or rather, the best month in the year. Yes, it is. What are you grateful for? For me, I'm grateful that I'm alive because this year, oh my God, this year was a year indeed. Mm. If not for the grace of God. Where we for a day, oh, where we for a day. God has just been faithful, seriously, because if person want follow the legacy and take go like this, you could just they think tired, but you cannot just help but thank God. Because in the midst of it all, there are still many things to be grateful for. That you are alive is the greatest of them all. Because that person when get life, they get plans for tomorrow. That person when get life still gets no say he get one purpose when you want to feel a be. So be grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for everything else. Love, family, marriage, work, career, the vlog, because I'm grateful for you. Yes, I'm grateful for you. I'm super excited. So the last time we had this episode, we talked about marriage and finance. Today, I promised you that I was going to talk about marriage and sex. And that topic is one kind of topic like that I'm always dodging from. But how can I talk about marriage and different aspects of marriage if I don't talk about sex? It will be complete, right? So, like I say, I'll be as real as possible. So, during courtship, our counselor, I'm sorry, I'm always going back to them because they want to prep us, right? Our counselors will always say, the bed must, and rather, yes, of course they will tell you the bed must be undefiled. But other than that, they'll say, your body is not your body when you're married. It belongs to your spouse, your partner, and after it came from the Bible. But I feel like they are not also real with us because they won't tell me that it is every time that their partner says, let's do this, that they are ready and I'm always in the mood. No, they won't tell you that part. They won't tell you how to navigate through those aspects. When you're not in the mood, when you're going through stress, they will help you guys understand what the woman thinks when it comes to sex and what the man thinks when it comes to sex. Seriously, guys, we think differently. And that's the truth. You don't know if they won't ask you because they don't want to talk about sex because they are being religious or spiritual. So they don't want to help you guys have a deep conversation about sex. Have they ever asked you this question? Do you know if you have a high sex drive? Have any counselor ever asked you that question before? Asked anybody you know? Because seriously, they avoid that topic a lot. The only thing they always want to know is, did you do it during courtship? They will never ask you what are the plans for it in marriage. They will never tell you pass, the body is not for each other. The body is for each other rather. Or that it doesn't belong to you, it belongs to your partner. They will just sugarcoat it and make it sweet and that's it. They won't tell you the real deal that sex can bring about the happiness in the marriage or it can bring about the worst part of marriage. They won't tell you that sex cannot be the same all the time. They won't tell you that men's drive for sex could be more, or men do not have reasons to want sex. They just want it even when the house is sinking. They just still want sex. They will tell you that a woman doesn't always want sex because her mind is probably preoccupied with some other things that the man is not bothered about. They will tell you a lot of things. They just leave all that aside and focus on other things, right? So I just wanted to talk about the real deal based on my tiny, tiny experience. And first of all, is that I realized, okay, listening to Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo's teaching and stuff like this, I realized that both partners, a man and a woman, think differently when it comes to sex. And that's the truth. Like my own partner, whether anything is going on wrong or not, Baba always wants to do. I mean, I'm not always in that mood. I'm like, can't you see that this thing is sinking? And it's like, and that is why I should not be worried. This is what is going to help us, revive. Let me not go there. But seriously, and in my mind, I'm like, how can you be thinking sex when we're probably looking for money to pay for something? How can you be thinking sex when I'm not in the mood or I'm not happy or something? Maybe we had a bit of an argument or something, and in your mind, sex is the next thing. Do you get? Like, how does that work for men? It's something that I'm still trying to understand. And for me as a lady, I'm like, there are more responsibilities in this life than sex. There are more things to do than sex. Must it be sex all the time? But well, our older wives will always say things like, have sex 4 times a week, have sex 3 times a week. But in my mind, I really want to ask them, do they really do those things? Or they're just preaching it? I feel like they're just preaching it because are they really doing what they're saying? Are they really having sex 4 times a week? You're asking us to have it 4 times a week. Are you really doing it 4 times a week? Let me not lie. There are times I can do it a week. There are times I can do it once a month. There are times I can do it twice a week. Or it sure depends. There are times that is in your head you just want to do that even twice a day or 3 times a day. Depends on how body carry you. Do you understand? But then they are saying do it 4 times a week, and I'm really trying to see if they are sincere. Do they really do that 4 times a week, or they are just telling us to do what they even can't do? Do you understand? So, for instance, you're a working mom, you have a career rather, you have your wifey duties at home, of course. Then you have, imagine when you now have children, then someone now comes back from work. And the only thing he did all day was work. I'm not saying it's easy, but he only worked. But you as a woman, you literally worked. You had to still attend to the house, cook dinner, cook the meals, take care of the children, attend to their needs. And then at night, somebody is just saying, come to the bed. The bed prepared with roses for you. God, I beg. I'm just like, would that be the thing in my mind? I just want to sleep. I just I just want to sleep. Can't a girl sleep? Can't you just sleep, a girl? Do you get? Like, I feel like they tend to do this thing when you're most tired. When it's like the day you're so exhausted that, oh, and then you're like, finally, these children have slept. And then the next thing, a big baby is waiting for you on bed. And you just see him and you're like, what? Just leave me. Do you understand? So that's when they act as if they wanted the most, like their life depends on it, and they will not just let you be. So nobody will tell you these things. I just decided to tell you so that you prepare your mind ahead. So don't say nobody told you this. I'm telling you now. Normally when you're not married yet, what comes to your mind is, oh my god, I can't wait for sex to be legalized. And when I get to do it without anybody telling me you're committing fornication, or for those who haven't done it before, I can't finally wait to know what it's like to have sex and do it freely with someone I love. Those sweet, sweet imaginations. You can't just wait to feel what it's like to do this thing without a timetable, without anybody in control of it. You just want to do it freely. You can't just wait. That sweet moment, you're waiting for you, right? Fine. Well, my dear, I won't lie to you. I'm not saying it's not good. Trust me, it's good. But it's not going to be the same all the time. There are times, for a woman's perspective, you just may do it for the sake of doing it because maybe he wants it. You may not be in the mood. You just have to do it because it's what I call it, a duty. You just have to satisfy your man, right? So there are times you do that because of that. There are times you do it for yourself. You just want that pleasure, right? And there are times, I don't know if it's the hormone, but I know that there's something that happens sometimes that you just want it every second.
No!
I know I'm talking to you, so stop acting like it's not you. We're both on the same table here, so stop acting like I'm not talking to you, yeah? So the thing, and then for a man, I had to ask my husband that, why don't you get tired of sex? And he says, no. I'm like, are you always in the mood? And he says, yes. And in my mind of mine, I'm like, how is that possible? How are you always in the mood? How are you not tired? Because no, it doesn't work for me that way. So it's obvious that he has a higher sex drive and he's always in the mood. I mean, I'm not always in the mood, but there are things I like. Of course, there are things I like I will not tell you because it's not your business. But seriously, I feel like you need to know your partner's sex drive, if it's high, if it's low, and find how to work with it. Then I need you to know that it's not going to be the same all the time. It's not always going to be interesting. I need you to know that it's not always last long for those people who are looking for men who will last as long as an hour or two. It is not always going to happen. Does 1 hour happen actually? Okay, so it's not gonna happen. There are times it will be some minutes. There are times it will be called a quickie. Do you understand? So you need to stop having this fairy tale imagination that you watch on TV that it's going to last for long. Oh my God, it's going to have all of this dramatic thing to it. It's not always going to be that way. I want you to know that there are times that if you do not want to have sex with your partner, it could be a problem because Papa is in the mood or your wife is in the mood and the other partner is not willing. And you see the other person's throwing face and giving attitude like it's a big deal. Yes, it's a big deal though, but try get ready for that too. There are times that it's a mutual thing. You both want it, you both have missed it, and you just want to get down with it. So there are different aspects to this whole sex thing that they will not tell you in counseling. So you just need to be prepared. Another thing I want to talk about when it comes to marriage and sex is that you need to communicate. So, if you want to have sex, you need to talk about it and stop being shy. For me, I'm not the shy type. I can be on you any moment. When I want it. And there is nothing in this life you want to see. Right? So I'm saying that you know not to be shy about it, be expressive, right? And there are times that when you're not satisfied, you need to talk about it as well. So communication is very key when it comes to a successful sexual life, marital life. Yeah, let me put it that way. So you need to talk about it. Communication is like key when it comes to sex. You need to talk when you are not touched in the right places. You need to talk about it. And maybe when you guys are done, and please don't make somebody feel less of themselves in the name of trying to help them they didn't do well. Right? It's very important that you don't bruise anyone's ego. So let them know what you didn't like and how they can do better, where they can touch you to make you feel in that mood. There are times that you may like it in certain places, and the next time it could be that you want it somewhere else. Like me now, my head is to touch. Today is like this, tomorrow it can be like that. Do you understand? So you need to know what works for you for at every point in time. Where do you want it? How do you want it? In what way do you want it? I'm sorry for Christian brothers and sisters. This is for married people. So if you're not married, please just slide by and watch another episode. So I will not say I'm spoiling you. But this is for you that are not married, actually, let me not joke around. So that you would know what to look out for and not be deceived. Because the whole topic of sex is a huge one. So, like I was saying, you need to know what you want at every point in time. You need to communicate when you want it, and you need to communicate how you feel about it. You need to give compliments to your partner when they do a good job. You need to let them know you loved it and that you look forward to more of that. Yeah, it makes them feel like you've achieved the goal of the year. So it makes them feel good about themselves. Trust me, it does, and makes them smile sheepishly, like they've achieved or they've won the lottery or something. So compliments is very important. That's why I said to round it all up, communication is key. You need to be able to express yourself. Don't be shy. There's nothing to be shy about. And trust me, your man wants you to be expressive. He wants you to come to him sometimes and say you want it. He wants you to be open about what you want. He doesn't want you looking like he's the one that has to do the work all the time. You know, they want you to also do the work at times and make them feel like they are wanted. Yes, a deeper intimacy between partners. It brings about a very strong bond that you can't explain. Men are the happiest when sex is not missing in the marriage. I know what I'm talking about. Yes, God understands the power of agreement, right? So when these two come together, bonded by spirit and their soul and their body in prayers to God, it definitely comes quicker than you can imagine. Yeah, so that works too. You must be open to be open to experimenting. I'm not saying do things that will not work for you at the end of the day. I'm not saying do things that will hurt your body. I'm not saying do things that will make you feel dirty, but you must be open to experimenting different styles, different methods, and all of that. You must be open to trying new things just to spice it up, right? You must be ready to set up the mood for sex. So not that you had actually fought with your partner few hours ago, and then the next thing you're saying, come and lay with me. I beg, lay where? What's going on here? What's happening? Do you understand? You must ensure that the mood through that day was a good one so that when you want to do the mood is set for it. Not that you just wake up and say, come, let's do. No. Then also know what works and doesn't work for your partner. Don't be selfish. Actually, the truth is, when I first got married, let me not lie, my husband was selfish. I felt like he was. To him, it wasn't what he was. It wasn't about what he wanted. And I'm like, what about me too? So please try not to be selfish. Be open to satisfying both each other, rather. It's better when it comes to ensuring that um, you actually feel good about it as much as he feels good about it. Do you understand? He's now older and more mature and now a better partner, so he's doing better. But seriously, you need to try to not be selfish. Think about yourself, what you want is all about you. You need to try to understand what the other person wants as well and how to make them feel happy about it at the end of the day, right? You must also be in a place of understanding to know that it's not so know that probably your partner is tired or they're sick or they're not in that mood truly. So you must have a place of understanding. Trust me, it is very important to have a place of understanding. Do not go about making it seem like it's a do or die affair. I get that there are some husbands that rape their wives, and I'm like, how? Because, well, basically, it's rape, but of course, our society will never call it such. You shouldn't force yourself on your partner. Try to be very understanding as possible. Because if they could do it, I'm sure they would. But the fact that they can't do it, you need to know why and be in a place of understanding. Give them some time to probably get well, to heal, to rest, or whatever it is they need. Have some level of understanding. Do you understand? Have some level of understanding. Do not force things. At the end of the day, you will not actually like it. The outcome will not always be sweet. So try your best. Things related to sex that you must never do in your marriage is that you compare your wife to your ex. Especially for those people that have been doing it before they got married. Do not ever try to ever alter the word or imagine it or act on it that your spouse is not as good as your ex. Please don't do that thing. It's irritating and disgusting to think about that people do that. Do not ever compare your partner to anybody. And that is just an open route to cheat. Literally. When you hear some people say they went back to their ex to cheat on their partners and like, before, how did you think that happened? Because they felt that their exes are still better than their husbands. Their husbands are not giving them what they want. Well, which is not good. And that is because they probably are not communicating enough to their partner to let them know what they truly want. So when they can't communicate effectively, it leads to stuff like this when you get to start cheating on your partner with your exes or whatever. Men do this thing. Never use my wife did not give me sex as an excuse to cheat. Because trust me, there are some women who give their husbands back to back and they still cheat. So men should not use that as an excuse to cheat because trust me, you still do what you want to do. Now waiting there you're like don't do. So it's not an excuse, not an excuse. It is not an excuse to cheat, right? And number three, for those people that will say side chicks are the best, side chicks are the best. See, when you wanted to sleep with side chick, you took her out on a date or to the movies. You bought her gifts. You probably gave her money before she was all smiley to open her legs, isn't it? Why don't you do the same thing for your wife at home? Be romantic, be loving, Be caring. What does she need that day to make it work for you? It's all about being strategic. You see, she's overworked, maybe with house chores. Why don't you take leave out of that duty for that day? Do it. Trust me, she will give you back to back for 10 hours if you want in a row for that day because she saw the effort you put in to relieve her of the stress. So if you can be romantic with the side chick before you sleep with her, then you can as well be romantic with your wife as before you sleep with her. Make her feel loved. Give her what she needs. It could be attention that will open the legs. It could be helping her with her chores. It could be buying her a gift. It could be listening to her. Just listen to what she wants to say. Her burden, let her pour it out. And you know she's all in the mood instantly. Women are that easy. You men just make it seem like it's a big deal. It's really not. There are times I was not interested, and just the way he was able to go me to actually do the thing, I shall just actually there are many times he would just do that, and I'm like, you shall go, you go to shall get. Do you get? It is not that hard. If you can be romantic with a side chick to get what you want, then please be romantic with your wife and she'll give you what you want. So don't give me that excuse. Another thing you men don't understand is that this side chick you're talking about does not wash your clothes, she does not cook your meals, she does not clean your house, take care of your children, and every other responsibility you can think of. All she does is prepare her body and her mind to sleep with you and get what she wants. So I will still repeat this. If you can take a lot of responsibilities off your wife, she will not be as exhausted as she is at the end of each day. She would be free, happy, and focused on herself to prepare herself for herself and for you. Yeah. So please pay attention to these things. This is for those who are married. Yes, pay attention to these things. Don't do them. All this society drama, comparison drama, acting like it's all about you. All this drama. Please don't do that. It's not working. It will never work. And if your partner finds out, you could know what's gonna happen. And that is just a way to opening the door for the devil to do what he likes in your marriage, in your family, and you wouldn't want that. Also, ensure you do your best to satisfy each other sexually. Do you also know that you can actually pray to God to help you love your partner's body, be attracted to them even deeper every day that it will look like if you do not see them for that day, if you do not have sex that day or in that period of your life? Oh my God, it's be like a big deal. Do you get what I mean? You can actually pray to be attracted to your partner every day. Pray to love them much more, deeper every day. Because there are times that it will look like you don't love each other. There are times it will look like you're not attracted to each other anymore. And it will take intentionality. It will take a decision from you. It will take prayers to put you guys back in that place where you are in the mood, you are attracted to each other, and you love each other's bodies. Yeah, prayer works. Trust me, it does. Especially in the period where a woman gives birth and her body changes, she needs time to heal. So for that period of time, you guys will not really do anything, and she's still trying to build her esteem as her body's worth and esteem to feel good again and everything. She may not be as attractive to you as you'd want because of the body changes. She also may not be in the mood because she has not even healed from the old trauma of birthing and everything. It could take intentionality and prayers. Prayer works, like I said, to bring you guys back into that place where you can't do without each other. I just thought to mention that because it's very key that because there are times you will not be as attractive to each other as you want. And you may think something is wrong, but maybe nothing is wrong. You just need to be intentional about it and prayerful about it as well. That works. If you have questions, you want to ask me, I just said talk about this briefly. So if you have questions you want to ask me, you can ask me in the comment section. Or yeah, basically you can ask me in the comment section. And if you have more things to share with us, you can actually do that in the comment section because I really want to hear a lot of things about this whole sex thing in marriage, especially from people who are more experienced. All right. So in the next episode, we're going to be talking about marriage and children. Oh my God. I can't wait to talk about that one. Jesus Christ. Children. Oh, Father Lord. That's the Lord. So see you next time. Love you. Like I said, I wish you a very good Christmas this season. I pray that God gives you all the money and everything you need to make this season so special for you and your family and all the loved ones around you. Amen. Amen. See you. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to click on that button, okay? Love you. Bye.
As just with